Can I set up the same email on multiple Apple devices? Click and set yes. So I'm going to show you how you can set up your email. I'm assuming it's going to be a business email, and this is going to be set up on your Mac laptop or your Mac desktop. Also, we're going to do it on the iPad, and we're going to do it on the iPhone. So we'll go through the desktop first. It's going to be the same settings. So if I find the screen that tells me what settings we're going to need. So you're going to need your email address. You're going to need your username. Your username might be, or 9 as a 10, might be your email address. You're going to need a password. Hopefully it's a bit more secure than password 123 or 321. The additional settings you're going to need. Now, those 3 settings I mentioned initially, if you've got something called Webmail, and that might be your domain /2096 or /webmail, or it might be a service name provided by your host, those settings will get you immediately into your webmail. Again, you'll need your service provider to tell you when the webmail link is, so you don't need to set up anything on any devices. So if you're in a rush or you've just got access to a particular machine and you need that, enter generally your email address and your password using webmail, and that will get you immediate access. Particularly useful if you're not using desktop email, because it allows you to do a lot more things which you can do on your desktop, which is harder to do on things like your iPad and your iPhone. Once you've got those 3 settings, the additional settings is going to be your incoming mail. So it could be mail.your domain name, or it could be mail. I've just said that, sorry. So it could be IMAP, or it might be just your domain name. Again, these are all provided by your host or your service provider. If you're going to be bringing it down by POP3 dot your domain name might be that solution. Quick explanation on POP3. If you've got the settings or your settings on 3 devices, the first device that gets to the account, so if you open your emails on your iPad, that will bring all your emails down and potentially put it into for deleting. So when you open the same account on your laptop, you might go, oh, there's no emails. That's because your iPad's got to them first. Now, to avoid that, you use something called IMAP, and that mirrors or synchronizes all your emails across all your devices. You could have hundreds of devices, why you would need so many, but all your accounts is mirrored. All the stuff is stored on our server or your servers, which is a good thing and a bad thing, and I'll cover that in a separate video. The other setting, you've got port numbers, and your provider would give you relevant port numbers. These are to ideally make sure your emails are coming in and going out through a secure connection. Your outgoing mail is going to be SMTP .your domain name. It may be mail.your domain name, or it might be just your domain name. Again, depending on your service provider, and they would also tell you what your ports are likely to be. Now, 9 out of 10, all email going out wants authentication. There's other settings, but this would get your email settings as far as you're concerned. All the other settings are going to be done with your host provider or the company that looks after your website, that type of thing. So if we move on, let's get to the desktop first. I think that would be the best one to cover. So if we go to the desktop, let's get rid of that. So yeah, so we're going to set up the business email. So the first thing we need to do, if I zoom into here, right, so you can open them. I'll show you the icon, but basically open your mail program. Now at the top, you've got mail. If you click that, you'll see accounts and add account. So there's 2 ways of doing it. One, you can click add account, and that will bring that up, and then you can choose what your email provider is, and I'll come back to that in a moment. So cancel that for a moment. Go to the top, click mail, click accounts. That will bring the accounts that are all set up. So you can actually go through your settings, the system settings and preferences, and then go all the way down to internet accounts. And then you can add your account via this way, add account, and then follow that process there. And that basically brings you to the same place. So if I close that, so we'll start afresh. So mail, add account. So if you haven't got one of those iClouds or Microsoft Exchange, we're going to use the business email, and it's got its own settings. And obviously not every mail client is going to know what they are. So if we select other, continue, it's going to ask for the business name. So we're going to go with the username. That's only what the other people are going to see when they receive the email. Now we want to drop in the email address. So we'll drop that in there. The password. Now hopefully it's a bit more complicated than password 123. We'll drop that in there. We'll sign in. Now sometimes it'll pick up the username as that's going to display automatic. It's going to, in that case, assume it's the email address for this particular server that is correct. The password, it's stored because we've already entered it. IMAP, as I say, that's going to mirror it across all your devices. So now we need to tell it the incoming mail server. And in this case, the incoming mail server is IMAP. Again, if you just wanted the device to pull down all the emails from the server, you would use POP3 settings. Outgoing mail server, again, is the domain name with SMTP before it. And again, that could be varied. So again, look at your details. So we're going to say, oh, that's okay. We're going to sign in. So that was quite quick. Now, what do we want from here? We want mail and notes. I'm going to say done. Finding where that account is. Okay, to set up the email on the iPad, we're going to use exactly the same settings as I covered for doing it on the computer. What we need to do is go to settings. So let's go to that icon. On the left hand side, you scroll all the way down to the bottom. We've got apps. If you tap that, it's middle of the screen. Now we could scroll down, or if we just touch in, that could take us to mail. We're looking for the mail app. If we tap that, I zoom in the camera a bit so you can see what's happening on the iPad as well as the screen mirror. So we want to go to mail accounts. We want to add a new account. Now, if you watch the early part of the video, this should look exactly the same. We want to add a mail account there. The name, just paste that. Now, I am dyslexic, so if I make any spelling mistakes or anything like that, apologies there. Slow down. Now, if anybody knows who is Lady Penelope, password. Okay, this is going to be fun. Which also means I need to change it. That was another clue. So let's try that. Host name, in this case, we're going to be using IMAP. If you want to use POP, just select POP. As I say, that brings the emails down to the device and then they're not stored or mirrored on the server. So if you want the emails to be mirrored and technically be backed up on the server, within reason, I'll cover a video on that, because you can't doing that. You need to mirror it if you want it across all your devices, but you need to be able to manage that, otherwise your inbox will fill up and you'll run out of space. But I'll cover that in a separate video. So we'll pick IMAP and we want the host name. In this case, it is IMAP dot, and the URL. The username required, in this case, it's the email. I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to be lazy and copy and paste it. The outgoing is SMTP. That's going to be a dot, and then I'll paste that. The option outgoing. I'm going to now copy all of that. The username required. I'll paste that. Outgoing server optional. Well, it requires authentication, so it's almost likely going to want copy. Now, sometimes it doesn't allow you to copy and paste the password. No. Okay. Never mind. So we'll put the password in. So I'm going to go next. We'll see if that works. I notice sometimes on the iPad and the iPhone, it sometimes fails when you say continue. Then it seemed to work second time. Not always. I don't know if it's Apple's disgusted that you didn't use the iCloud email. Even if you already got iCloud set up, but let's see. At its own pace. Yeah, that's gone through. So what do you want? You want mail and notes. We've got notes on the other ones. I'm just going to say mail on this one. Save. That mail will pop up now. So if I go back to, if I come out of that, if I go to the mail program, let's go back. That account will now show there. So, I mean, as you can see, I've got multiple accounts here. That account goes there. And that's that one there. Okay, now let's go and add the email to the iPhone. So what we need to do is go to settings. And if we go down to app, which is at the bottom there, so if we tap apps, we can scroll down, much like on the iPad, or we can actually search here. So if we type in mail, I'll bring the mail. So if we tap that, what we want to do is add an account. So we've got mail accounts there. So if we tap that, we're going to add an account. And again, we're using business emails, and this is off our own server. Again, if you've got Exchange or Yahoo, just follow them. And we still need those settings. So we're going to need the, let's go and tap that there. So sorry, I should have said that. So add mail account at the top there. Need a name. So again, I'm going to just paste things in. Reduce that. Email is info. No, it's not. It's lady. Let's do the. That's. We need to password. The password is uppercase T. And it's always worth making sure your password is more complicated than it needs to be, because you don't want anybody getting into your emails, because if you're getting into your emails, they can potentially get your social media accounts and all sorts. So we've had that description. Next. We want IMAP, much is the same. So by setting it IMAP, this content here will be mirrored. I suppose I might be able to zoom in on that a bit. I'm maxed out there. So that's the camera above there. The mail. So this is for incoming. Incoming is IMAP. So IMP dot the domain name. And again, as I said earlier, yours might be slightly different. Just check your that host name. SMTP. I'll go back to the username in a minute. Dot the domain name. Paste. Username is the email, so I'm going to copy that. Copy. Username there. Paste. Username there. Paste. Again, if you're copy and pasting, make sure the original one is correct. So password, as we know, it generally doesn't copy the password. So I'll do that again. I will do videos on how you can add your own signatures, both for the Mac and also for your phones. Next. It's verifying now. You can see that at the top there. This is confidently. Yeah. So here we get all ticks. That's all done. Saved. I press save there. That counts now added. So if I get to the mail, all emails will come into the one inbox. Or I should say they're unified there, so they're aggregated there, but they do come in a separate box. So if I want to see what's in acupuncture, on acupuncture, that's in there. So I'm going to pause for a second. So there's that email that's just come in from the PC I've just sent behind there. And again, that would be in the unified box. I won't do that because that will show everybody's emails I've had through the course of the day. And that's also true of the desktops. If I go to the desktop and go to that box which was there, you'll see that's there, and tap that as if I've read it. Oh look, there's a hint. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and what else? Hit the notification button. I've got videos coming up on how you can add your email signatures to the bottom of your emails and also your desktop. And also coming up is how to actually get review links if you're a business looking to get reviews to your business assets.